In today's video, I'm going to show you why it's so important to master your mindset. If someone came up to you today and said, hey, you lost everything, someone in your family passed away, you lost your relationship, your job, and your life completely turned upside down, how would you handle it? Most people would completely fail. Their lives would be destroyed. What they know and have would be gone. So, this is all about something called emotional fitness. The strongest, most successful people in the world didn't get there just because they were lucky. It's because they were persistent. And persistence can only come from somebody who is willing to be able to persevere past the pain and the suffering. Now, you might be someone who's currently going through a very hard time, or you're a little bit stressed, you're not sure where things are going to go, you're uncertain about the future. Even if you're in a very good situation today, you might be uncertain of what direction things are going in, right? We look at the economy, we're uncertain about that. We look at the world, there's a lot of things happening internationally, wars, God knows, right? What can be happening in your life? Well, your pattern of focus and your ability to take on new challenges and emotions are going to be the difference between your success and your failure, your happiness and your sadness. Now, how do you control that? Well, the first thing you need to do is become aware of how you're feeling. I call this an emotional compass. Most people don't even know that they're feeling bad. They're just stressed. They wake up, they're stressed. They go to work, they're stressed. They go home, they're stressed. They go to sleep. And over time, what does this do? Well, if we want to talk about health, when your body releases cortisol, your immune system gets suppressed. This will increase your chances of cancer. It'll lower your testosterone levels. And overall, it'll make you sick. Stress literally kills people. Right? The second thing it'll do to your mindset, well, if you're sick, you're unhealthy in the mind, your business is going to be unhealthy. Even if your business is making millions of dollars, it is going to be unhealthy. Unhealthy means you have potential to be here, but you're stuck here. Becoming aware of this and acknowledging that this is you is the first step. The second step is saying, okay, well, what outcome am I focused on? Most people are focused on the negative outcome. You see, this negative outcome is the reason you're not where you want to be. Most people focus on how things are going to fail, how their relationship's going to end, how they're going to get sick, how they're going to die, whatever is going to happen. The worst possible scenario. The brain is 5 times more likely to focus on what's wrong than what's right. You must condition your brain to focus on what you want, not what you believe will happen. If you believe things that are negative are going to happen, those things will trigger you. And unfortunately, the brain believes this. This is what the brain believes is going to happen. You believe that things are going to be wrong. You're 5 times more likely to focus on that outcome. So you need to literally shift your focus into what you want. And the way to do this is by changing your state. How do you change your state, Marcel? Great question. Well, first of all, move around, walk, talk, get into that place. You're jumping up and down, you're doing something, right? Bam! All of a sudden, I'm in a peak state. Now I focus on what I want, not what I don't want. Most people sit there and they're in their bed and they look down and they're like, I wonder why I feel bad. As I sit there eating my bread and my comfort food, or I'll just go smoke a joint, and then I'll drink some alcohol and maybe I'll feel better. That is not the solution, my friends. You must move your body. You must get active. People who go to the gym, people who are active, and I'm not talking about people who use steroids, I'm talking about people who are sober, are happy. They are happier. Now this happens because of what? It happens because of the internal side of this. What kind of person is able to control their focus and move, right? So you have to get in a peak state. You see, when you're in a peak state, what happens is you start to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Most people don't know how to do this. So once you start moving, you get in a routine, you're actually out of the bed, right? Now you feel better. And then you need to get clear. Most people have no clarity on where they're going. They're just like a fart in the wind. You're just blowing around, you don't know what's happening, and you just go with the flow. You need to create your reality. If you don't set the outcome, you don't consciously say, this is where I'm going, then society and everything you've been programmed to believe you should go to is where you're going to go. If your parents programmed you to be a loser and you don't decide against it, you're going to be a loser. If your parents told you, hey, like you came from nothing, and that's what you're programmed to go for, then that is what you'll go for. You must have a direction. You must set the address in the GPS. Now, once you have that in your mind, you know where you're going, you're focused. Here's the last part, and this is the most important part. In order to control your emotions, you have to get into what I call an emotional routine. So often I see people get into a routine physically, they're taking action, but that routine over time fades because they haven't actually changed their emotions. Imagine having to go to the gym and use your willpower to go lift weights. Use your willpower to take on a business that may not be working in your favor. The bills are piling up. You're not sure what you need to do. You're stressed out of your mind. You don't know how to deal with this. Well, that means you're not in an emotional routine, a healthy emotional routine where most of the day you are operating in a better state. In a state of stress, what happens is your amygdala is activated, not your frontal lobes and frontal cortex. You become much less efficient at handling problems. Therefore, your business starts to fail. You must gain control over your mind. And this is where I believe priming yourself for the day is the number one thing you can do in order to succeed throughout your life. Most people don't go to the gym for their mind. They think that going to the gym for their mind has everything to do with the gym. It has to do with your diet. It has to do with what you watch at night, what movies, what video games are you playing, who are you around? Are you around cancerous people, people who put negative thoughts in your mind? If you are, this is going to hurt you. This is going to affect you. You must clean the environment. It's like disinfecting a wound, right? There's a cut. Your life is hurting. You're not where you want to be. In order to change this, what must happen? What must happen is your life has to adapt. You must get rid of the things that are infecting your wounds. Now, I look at this and I say, okay, well, how do I get rid of that? Well, the easiest way to get rid of this is to say, okay, which friends make me feel bad? What food makes me tired and ineffective? Where in my life can I improve so I don't have to feel as shitty as I currently feel? Most people don't even have clarity on that. You know where you want to go, but why aren't you there? Maybe you're not there because you think negatively about yourself. Which friends reinforce that belief? Is your relationship toxic? What is bad? Cut that out. Now you're not happy with your job? Cut it out. Leave. No one is holding you there. You have the ability to change. But in order to create a healthy environment, a healthy mindset, you must first cut out the environment around you that's bad, the people that are bad. The second thing you do is you start to prime your brain. You focus on the things you want. You listen to personal development, videos like this, things that empower you, that lift you up, that give you insight, that give you knowledge. That's going to allow you to go to the next level. Invest in yourself. Invest in your mind. Your mind is going to carry you to wherever you want to go. This is the number one investment I tell people to make. Don't do drugs. Don't drink alcohol. Take care of what you put in your body. Take care of your health. Be hydrated, right? Being 2% dehydrated, 2% dehydrated decreases brain function up to 40%. Imagine why do you think you're maybe not clear? Why do you think you're not happy? Because you're not even pissing something clear. You must be hydrated. Simple things like this, they tweak your mindset. They make you healthy. Get rid of the unhealthy habits. Focus on the things you want. And I promise you, you're going to empower your life. Step 3 is simple. Create an emotional routine. What can I do in my day-to-day that makes my emotions stronger? Is there music, shows, YouTube channels, podcasts, things I could do that empower me, right? The number one thing I would do is find someone to mentor you. Find someone to show you how to empower your mindset, to change your mindset. I help tens of thousands of people. I literally hypnotize them to have an invincible mindset. And if you're interested in working on this, all you have to do is click the link below, right there in the description, and schedule a call with me or someone from my team. I'm going to help you change your life. Now, if you haven't yet, make sure you click that link right after this video, give this a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and overall, if you can't subscribe, you can't give it a thumbs up, at least book the call. Do one thing today that's going to change your life, and I know that'll help you out. So, I'll see you on the other side, my friends. I'm excited to see you change your life, whether you book a call or not. Work on your mindset and watch everything change.